हम आज बात करने वाले हैं वेरी कंट्रोवर्शियल पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल बिल, जो कि अभी ड्राफ्ट में है अभी, और वो भी लॉ कमीशन ने अभी ड्राफ्ट एक बनाया है. इट इज नॉट parliamentary draft, or sorry, the state legislature draft, which has come into the picture, or nor it has been tabled in the state legislature.
The reason that is given by this state is that they need to stabilize the population for the welfare and for the welfare purpose and control of the population. But ये देखना जरूरी है कि if you are actually moving towards a population explosion or not. From the state side, it is very much justified if it wants a legal way to stabilize the population for next 20 to 30 years. So on that part also they are quite right. But इसके counter arguments भी बहुत सारे हैं. And actually जो propose हुआ है population draft bill is only in Uttar Pradesh, Assam and Karnataka, that are the BJP ruled states. So it is actually taking a different communal angle also, that a particular community is being targeted. Not that the CMs of these states have directly threatened or targeted that particular community, Muslim community, but yes, because of the whole idea and sentiment attached to the ideology of the BJP, it is seen as a targeted attack on a particular community. Also because Uttar Pradesh has elections next year, so they are also seeing it as something like a political stunt, and to gain votes in their favor and to create kind of a fear among the communities that a population of a certain community is rising, and that can create problems for them and their identity. So these all things are not stated in public, but these things are inferred because of the past and speeches of the leaders of these states, especially Uttar Pradesh, when it's Yogi Adityanath and his past communal speeches. So what it is proposing is to bring down the total fertility rate by 2.1 to 2.1 by 2026, and by 1.9, I think 1.9 by 2030, ये भी है. But current rate क्या है? 2.7. So many are actually, this is expected that 2025 tak, without the population control bill also, this fertility rate will come down to 2.1 or 2.2 without the population control bill. So why is it needed right now amid pandemic to create fear among the communities? And why is it specifically for the BJP ruled states? Because let us not forget that even in Assam it has been introduced, or very strong support for the bill is also there among the population. But the family health survey of the same state, Assam, says that whatever the modern contraception methods are there, they are highly being used by the Muslim women of the Assam, right? Of the Assamese Muslim women are using it the most. The second number is of the Christians, that is at 45%, and Hindus are using the contraception method in Assam the least at 42%. The highest is among the Muslim community, that is 49%. So targeting a particular community in this whole population control bill will not be right.
My take on this is even though if you are providing incentives, or you are let's say you are disenfranchising some people, how are you gonna do that, right? Suppose that if you are telling that let's say a bureaucrat in the state services, or let's say any let's say government employee of the state, right? If he's being enfranchised by or he's being incentivized by providing some kind of monetary benefits, how are you going to make sure that this person is not going to produce more babies? What is the criteria? Because in my mind, let's say a person has now 2 children, and he somehow you see that how are you going to see that he's not going to produce the third child? because the TFR rise between 18, the TFR is calculated between the woman who is between the age of 18 to the age of 49. So at what point of time are you going to determine that this is the end? Now this person is not going to produce any more babies, right? So this is the problem. Now the second thing is ki, see, we have a very Chinese example of that. What the counter argument is from the other side, that the China, okay, China followed a very stringent one child policy, but now we are seeing the repercussions of that. That they are not producing enough babies, and their
They are
population will
aging
be,
population.
yeah.
China, UK, and Japan, and they need workforce quite desperately. And because our population is our strength, so we might end up like that. This is the argument from the opposition.
Hmm. And there is also a subtle, kind of, let's say कि जो होता है ना कि बहुत सटल तरीके से ये बताया जा रहा है कि मुस्लिम्स टारगेट हो रहे हैं इस चीज में, कि उनका कहा जाता है, क्योंकि यूजुअली पॉलिटिकल डिस्कोर्स में यही बातें चल रही हैं कि मुस्लिम ज्यादा बेबी प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, लेकिन जो स्टैट्स हैं, खास करके जो सेंसस के हिसाब से, या जो नेशनल फैमिली हेल्थ सर्वे की तुमने जो बात की, ठीक है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग बहुत क्लियर है इस मामले में कि जो मुस्लिम्स वुमेन का, आई एग्री कि टीएफआर जो है वो हिंदू वुमेन के मामले में ज्यादा है, बट इट हैज कम डाउन सिग्निफिकेंटली ओवर द इयर्स, ठीक है। तो यू जस्ट कांट से कि Muslims are producing more B, and that's why it is contribution to the population of India, because the TFR shows that yes, they are ahead of the Hindu women in the terms of TFR, but they have a significant decline in, let's say, 1960 or 1970.
Actually, in this case, the Muslim women in Kerala have a lower fertility rate than the Hindus in Bihar and UP. That is there. The fertility rate of Hindus in Bihar and Uttar Pradesh is more than the Muslims in Kerala.
So that's what I'm saying. It also varies across state to state, right? That some state, as you pointed out. So in my opinion, for what it is being brought, like, still it is questionable. And also the thing कि अभी state legislature ने इसके ऊपर कोई action नहीं लिया है. It is a draft which has been drafted by the law commission, and law commission is an independent body, independent of the state legislator. It doesn't come under that, ठीक है। तो जरूरी नहीं कि ये चीज मटीरियलाइज करे। आई थिंक कि पता नहीं अगर वो लाना भी चाहे इस पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल बिल को या नहीं लाना चाहे, कि लॉ कमीशन का ड्राफ्ट करना एक अलग चीज है, उसको स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर टेबल करना एक अलग चीज है। तो वो अभी दोनों चीजें नहीं हुई, जहां तक मेरी जानकारी दौड़ रही।
And to know that हमें चाहिए stable population of 2.1, right? And currently overall TFR of India is 2.2. So it is, Owaisi pointed out that when the Supreme Court actually asked the central government that why is it that the national level population control bill is not in place, so they submitted an affidavit saying that it is not needed, because the population explosion, as people are talking about, is not present, and it has come down, the fertility rate has come down to a significant level low. It was already in place, but it is happening in BJP ruled states like Assam and Uttar Pradesh. So it is telling us that like it is politically motivated to some extent. Like अगर नहीं भी है तो ये feeling पब्लिक तक जाएगी, बिकॉज क्योंकि ऑपोजिशन वही कर रही है ना, वो उन्होंने अपने स्टेट में ऐसा कुछ किया नहीं। एंड एक्चुअली 19 स्टेट्स हैव ऑलरेडी द लो टोटल फर्टिलिटी रेट, वो 2.1 पे ही है।
दूसरा जो इस पे ये है कि तुमको नहीं लगता कि लेट्स से कि थोड़ा सा इन्फ्रिंजिंग है कि स्टेट लॉ ला रहा है एक पॉपुलेशन को कंट्रोल करने के लिए, कंसिडरिंग कि जब हम ऑलरेडी डिक्लाइन है, क्योंकि अगर 1960s की तुम टीएफआर देखो तो इट वाज समवेयर अराउंड 6, राइट। 1960s में हमारा टीएफआर 6 के अराउंड दौड़ रहा था, और अब हम लेट्स से कि 2.2 तक आ गए। तो इट्स डोंट यू थिंक
2.28 था तब?
हाँ, यस। तो यार मेरे को ये बताओ कि इतना सिग्निफिकेंट हमने डिक्लाइन कर लिया है, तो क्या वाकई मतलब इतनी जरूरत है हमको इस पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल बिल की? ऐसा नहीं लग रहा कि राइट्स जो तुम्हारे रिप्रोडक्शन के राइट्स हैं, जो कि मतलब नेचुरली होने चाहिए, वो इन्फ्रिंज कर रहा है? मान लो कोई अफोर्ड कर सकता है 4 चिल्ड्रन या 3 चिल्ड्रन करना, तुमको ऐसा नहीं लग रहा है कि वो फिर उसके राइट्स के ऊपर इन्फ्रिंज किया जा रहा है?
स्टेट अपना काम करता है, that it wants to stabilize. अगर population explosion नहीं भी हो रहा है, so legally it wants to make sure कि ये stabilization for next 10 to 20 years बने, ताकि long term policies उसके according बन पाती हैं। फिर government schemes, subsidies are planned according to that. तो उसका वो point समझ आता है। अब हम अपनी तरफ से कहेंगे यार हमने तो वैसे ही कर लिया, तुम्हें लॉ लाने की क्या जरूरत है। तो एक ये इसका एक ये लॉजिक भी हो सकता है कि अब क्राइम रेट कम हो रहा है उत्तर प्रदेश में, तो पुलिस को डीबार कर देते हैं, क्या जरूरत है ना। कि एजुकेशन बढ़ रहा है, लोग कम अब इन्वॉल्व होते हैं उस तरह से। पॉलीगैमी नहीं है, मुस्लिम अब कम शादियां करते हैं, एक शादियां करते हैं, और वो 4 वाइज वाला सिस्टम बस लोअर तबके में होता है, सब लोग नहीं किया करते हैं। तो क्या इसका मतलब है कि लीगली इन प्लेस पॉलीगैमी को तुम सपोर्ट करते रहोगे बिकॉज सोशली तो है नहीं, तो उसके बारे में बात करने की जरूरत नहीं है। स्टेट अपनी तरफ से काम करता है क्योंकि उसको रेगुलेशन रखना है, उसे कंट्रोल रखना है, उसे पॉपुलेशन एक्सप्लोजन कंट्रोल में रखना है, तो उसका पॉइंट भी सही है। बट देन अभी एक समाजवादी पार्टी का एमपी था, उसका नाम है शफीकुर रहमान बट, ठीक है। So he said that if you're imposing population control bill on us, then how are we going to survive? Because we need youth to fight wars for us. We need workforce and all that. But the thing is, we forget that even after having the largest of the population, like China and India, US military and Israel military and defense system is way ahead of us. That is because of the technology and skill set and the training. So I don't think that कि फौज खड़ा करने से अच्छा है आप अपनी स्किल सेट और टेक्नोलॉजी बढ़ाएं। One more thing, इफेक्टिव कितना होगा नहीं पता, बट इनइफेक्टिव इसकी ये काउंटर प्रोडक्टिव हो सकता है, मुझे इतना पता है। बिकॉज देन अनसेफ सेक्स एंड नहीं अनसेफ अबॉर्शंस विल इंक्रीज एंड सेक्स सिलेक्टिव अबॉर्शंस विल इंक्रीज अगर इंसेंटिव्स जो गवर्नमेंट दे रही है वो ढंग से कम्युनिकेट नहीं किए गए। गांव वगैरह में क्या होगा, like because you are limited to 2-child policy or 1-child now for availing certain benefits given by the government to you, especially if you are below poverty line, then you will be having children like sex selective abortions will be there. You will prefer male child, but again ये तब होगा जब गवर्नमेंट अपनी पॉलिसी ढंग से कम्युनिकेट नहीं करेगी। बिकॉज इंसेंटिव्स में 1-child नॉर्म में ये भी है दैट इफ यू आर बिलो पॉवर्टी लाइन एंड इफ यू आर हैविंग अ गर्ल चाइल्ड, if you are having just 1 child and if it is a boy, you are getting 80,000 rupees one time award, and then if it is a girl, you are getting 1 lakh. So it's not that they are not promoting girl child, they are promoting girl child. They are also saying that if in higher education, especially if it's a girl, they are going to get a scholarship from the government. So ये बोलना कि ये argument आ रहा है that sex selective abortions हो सकते हैं, and free health insurance is there for the spouse and all that, and free medical services is there. शायद Housing Board Authority of India say when you are actually, if you are having just 2 child and have opted for voluntary sterilization after that, you are also getting some subsidy for buying plot and house. All those things are also in place. और disincentives ये हैं कि you cannot contest local elections, will not be eligible for early promotion, and government subsidies nahi milengi and all that. All those things are also covered. So आपका शायद intention अच्छा हो, but how well it is going to be implemented, I do not know. और ये अगर पिछले लोगों पे भी apply हुआ, the date
it will not be in retrospect. That is too clear. It will not be in retrospect.
It will not be applicable to the people who already have. It is for the future generation.
Yes.
Then it is fine, because otherwise the most affected community, लोग कहते हैं कि Muslim community को target कर रहे हैं, but the most affected community in that case will be in the community. Because if you know that I think BJP MLAs themselves have more than 2 children, more than 50% of them.
And let me make an argument here. कि suppose that a man has married a woman, or a woman has married a man, and let's say कि they had children, and something happens, and that let's say कि woman dies and that man remarries, right? तो फिर अगर वो दूसरा एक बच्चा करना चाहे, एक तीसरा भी, ठीक है, और तो फिर उस केस में क्या होगा, जो डिसएनफ्रेंचाइजेशन की हम बात कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि उस वुमेन के नजरिए से देखो ना, मे भी हो सकता है कि उसका पहला बच्चा हो, राइट? तो फिर वो तो करना चाहेगी ना उस चीज के मामले में, तो फिर उसको डिसएनफ्रेंचाइज किया जाए, क्या ये चीज सही होगी? तो इसमें भी कई सारे लूप होल्स है ना, जिसके ऊपर तुम पॉइंट आउट कर सकते हो.
I think when you divorce your wives, it is not applicable then.
ओके,
I think
maybe.
there was an IAS officer who actually was opposing this bill on the basis of what he or she saw. I am not remembering the name correctly right now. So she or he said he she has seen that जहाँ पे ये 2 child policy applicable हुई है, implement की गई है, वहाँ पे जो नीचे के तबके के लोग हैं, who are very poor, they have actually given up their babies for adoption, because it is not just about not having a child, like less access to contraception, safe pills, and at availability of health services at low price. ये सब चीजें भी factor होती हैं. So they may give up their children. They may choose to avail services instead of having a third child, and they may give up their children for adoption. ये सोच के कि we will also be happy after getting. Obviously, they won't be happy giving up their children, but they will be able to survive on government schemes, and then they can also give a good life to their third of the fourth child in case someone adopts them.
अंत में यही कहना चाहूंगा कि there are many loopholes to be addressed, and regarding the efficiency of the bill, implementation of the bill, that is always questionable, especially in the Indian context. और फिर दूसरी चीज है कि let the bill come to the state legislature table, and then we will see what they are doing.
If it gets rejected also, then also not a problem, because we are on the safe side. ऐसा भी नहीं है that there is fear of population explosion. It is just for the regulation and stabilization and control on part of the state, which it has the right to do. But even if it is rejected by the opposition, I don't think there has to be a problem.